Hello there, this is Faye Ellington once again, starting off the new year, I hope on the right foot. I want to do a series of posts speaking about Jamaican things Jamaican. I'm sitting in front of the Japanese lantern, and if you are lucky, you will see the hummingbird pass by behind me. The hummingbird seems to like this Japanese lantern, gets in there and gets its nectar. I'm seeing a little grass quit over there, and the doves are around. Maybe you're hearing them. But yes, I want to talk about a few things that are Jamaican that either you didn't know or you need to be reminded of. And this is not just for Jamaicans who are on my channel, but if you're non-Jamaican, you might want to know this as well. So I want to welcome you, whether you're in Australia, New Zealand, Nigeria, United States of America, United Kingdom, Turks and Caicos. It doesn't matter where you are. Welcome. And please tell others about the channel and also subscribe and ask them to subscribe. All right, here's the first bit of information I want to share with you. When I was a little girl going to school, the anthem was God Save the Gracious Queen. And so we got independence in 1962. And that is fairly well known across the world. But we used to use pound, shillings, and pence. That's what I grew up with. Yes, the Willie Penny and all of that. What something we call the Christian Quatty. You know, we had our names for different things. The Tuppence Halfpenny, the Halfpenny Halfpenny. And that was what I used. And that is what the country used. But guess what happened? On September 8, 1969, not 1962, we got independence 62, but we didn't change our currency until 1969, the 8th of September, which became known as D-Day. We changed from pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal currency of dollars and cents. From pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal currency, dollars and cents. And that was on September 8, 1969. Please bear that in mind. And so we had to learn, do a little switching around in terms of children, how we manage this new change. But it worked out okay. One other thing I want to tell you, when we changed to our own currency, the Jamaican currency, the Jamaican dollar was stronger than the US dollar. I put it to you. Lots of people who are economists have various positions on this. Some say that should never have happened. Others say it was, you do that then and then it will come down to where it ought to be. But the Jamaican currency was stronger than the US currency when we changed from pounds, shillings, and pence to dollars and cents, September 8, 1969, which was known as D-Day. It was a big thing in Jamaica, may I tell you. Big, big thing. All right. The other thing I want to tell you about, and I did a series of programs in the early 2001. I was always interested in sharing things about Jamaica. And this other piece of information I want to share with you, I had researched and scripted from way back then. So we're talking about over 30 years, all right? And I just want to share this with you because it's always good to have information. If you are non-Jamaican, if you're in media and you're non-Jamaican and you're watching this, or if you are Jamaican and in media, or you're just a regular person interested in information, you might find this helpful, interesting. So I'm going to read it because I scripted this and I have some rough information in my head, but then there are other things that I can't recall. So, did you know that Jamaica hosted the 9th Central American and Caribbean Games on August 11, 1962? That was the first big event after we got our independence and after we brought down the Union Jack on Independence Day, 1962, and raised our Jamaican flag. So Jamaica hosted the 9th Central American and Caribbean Games on August 11, 1962. But here's some other related information. Latin America, the English, French, and Dutch islands were represented, and this was the first major event to take place at the National Stadium after it was officially opened on August 6, 1962, as I said a few moments ago. Now, National Sports Limited, with Public Relations Officer Alva Ramsey and assistants David Clark, Raymond Sharp, and Louis Marriott were responsible for promoting and publicizing the games. Serious information. Enough people know them something here, The building of the National Stadium was started in the late 1960. Norman Manley had invited the great American runner Jesse Owens as a guest speaker for the groundbreaking ceremony. If you don't know anything about Jesse Owens, read up about him. This was the same man who Hitler snubbed in 1936 at the Olympic Games in Berlin. He was a black man, you see? So Hitler snubbed him. That was at the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin. So read up some more on this great man, Jesse Owens. Now, the construction of the National Stadium was plagued with a whole pile of series of strikes. Yep. Most of these strikes were related to wages, and in particular the height wages. What do I mean by that? Or height pay. These workers wanted premium pay for working at heights. You know, as the higher up you go, they wanted premium pay. And it was contractor A.D. Scott who completed the National Stadium. A.D. Scott, and that Olympia Hotel up in Pepin, across from UTEC, A.D. Scott was involved. That's his property. That was his, you know. Let me continue, though. Jamaican sculptor Alvin Marriott was commissioned to create the work, which is called the Jamaican Athlete, which was unveiled on Independence Day, 1962, by Princess Margaret, and it has occupied a pride of place ever since. So when that first statue that you see at the National Stadium is called the Jamaican Athlete, and it was the Jamaican sculptor Alvin Marriott who was commissioned to do that. And so I just thought I would share that little bit of information with you, all right? Here's something else I want to share with you. You know, people talk about ortanique orange. It cannot be an ortanique orange. It has got to be an ortanique, just so ortanique. You know why? An ortanique is a combination between a tangerine and an orange. And wherever in the world you go and you see ortaniques, please remember that they were first developed in Jamaica, in the parish of Manchester. Yes, there is some bit of don't want to say confusion, but some people give one name as the person who developed it, and another person gives another name. But the point is, somewhere in the 30s or 1940s, somewhere around there, a little earlier, the ortanique was developed right here in Jamaica. So whenever you have one, don't call it an ortanique orange. It's an ortanique, which is a cross between an orange and a tangerine. And the last thing I want to share with you in this recording, yeah, we have some interesting place names in Jamaica. And when you listen to some of the names or you read them and you hear about them, you know exactly what was happening. The Maroons, they're not joking, you know. Rather, the Maroons were not joking. They not joke, we're not joking. It's part of the Jamaican patois or Jamaican language, as I prefer to call it. Hear this, I want you to know. Hear this one. Me no send, you no come. Me no send, you no come. Right up in our compound, up at St. Elizabeth, up at that part there. It simply means if I don't send for you, don't come. You're not welcome here. Me no send, you no come. And so the Maroons are showing their resilience and their independence and wanting to make sure that they kept their territory as they would want it. How is that for some information about things Jamaican? This is Faye Ellington. Please ask others to listen and watch and to subscribe. It's a pleasure. It's a new year. I want to thank all of you who joined me last year, particularly in October as we approached the arrival of the girl, the woman. I don't even know what to call her. I don't want to call the name, but I'm referring to that horrible hurricane that really caused us so much devastation in Jamaica. But thanks again. Walk good until next time. This is Faye Ellington. Say, me no send, you no come. Member.